later on in the show. Joining me now is Connecticut Congressman Joe Courtney. Congressman, good to have you with us tonight.
Oh, it's great to be with you. The other Joe.
What's that?
The other Joe.
Yeah, we got the good Joe on the program here today. Let me ask you, Congressman, from Connecticut, if I were to call your office, and I'm talking just directly to you, but if somebody were to call your office tonight and say, where do the people of Connecticut stand on the public option, what's the answer? What would you tell us?
Well, actually, we know the answer to that question because Quinnipiac Polling Institute just released a poll November 12th in which that question was posed to the people of the state, and a very strong majority, 56-37, support having the choice of a public plan in a purchasing exchange. And that's exactly the way the question was asked. And frankly, that number has been very consistent and strong. Let me tell you, Ed, right now in Connecticut, just last week, the state insurance department approved a merger between United Healthcare and Health Net, two of the largest insurers offering health insurance in the state. What we're seeing is competition disappear in that state. And for Joe Lieberman to state that there's no need to give people another place to go really doesn't reflect what's happening on the ground in Connecticut.
Okay, so you can unequivocally say that Joe Lieberman is not with the people tonight. The people of Connecticut, he's on the wrong side of the issue.
Well, it's very disappointing for those of us who've been out there doing the town hall meetings and making the case and seeing that the public really has stayed with us on this issue to see the position that he announced over the weekend, which, again, the Medicare buy-in, as you point out, was part of the Democratic platform going back to the Gore-Lieberman campaign. And certainly it would seem that that was a reasonable attempt to try and get his vote, given the fact that he went out and campaigned for vice president on that issue.
It's rather strange. This has been the strangest turn of events I think we've ever seen. Here's the White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs tonight responding to some things this afternoon on the president's involvement.
The president is anxious to see progress, and will continue to work with Democrats and Republicans and independents and everyone in between. To make that progress and to take those steps.
Is this a serious problem with Senator Lieberman? Would the president get involved?
Well, the president's been involved.
Congressman, how far should President Obama go, and Harry Reid, how far should they go to appease Joe Lieberman's wishes?
Well, Harry Reid has the worst job in America, and I have nothing but pity for him in terms of trying to assemble.
But if you listen to the people, Joe Lieberman is on the wrong side of the issue. He's not representing his constituents. So what should Harry Reid and Barack Obama do, the president, about Joe Lieberman?
Well, what I would just say is this. First of all, we must have a conference committee so that we have an opportunity, regardless of what the Senate does, so that the issue of the public option, where we passed it in the House on November 7th, is alive and well. Frankly, there's problems with the Senate bill. The excise tax on health care plans is going to be a huge hit on the middle class. And we in the House who did not pass an excise tax want to have an opportunity in the conference committee to flesh that out. There's a lot of work ahead for the House, the Senate, and the president, and certainly
Joe Lieberman he's like a dartboard mentality. Let me throw it and see where it sticks up today. I mean, that's basically where it is. I'm glad you're telling us tonight where the people of Connecticut are on a number of different things. Thank you, Congressman. Appreciate your time.